You need to wipe down.
What's with the jeans?
That's great.
I was in Ball Sacramento this weekend, and
Stupid.
the day we get in, we decide to go get some pre-show meal. We go to get some Sushi. So we go to this place. It's really close to the club, and we order food. It's mediocre. It's just like it's okay as far as sushi places. It's not it's not like, oh wow, the sushi here is amazing, but it's like it does the job. You go, it's not bad, it's not great, it's fine.
It's not a succulent Chinese meal.
It's not succulent, but it's fine. I order. We're done ordering. I'm up there with Blue Band. The bill comes. She drops off the bill. Now I'm on a business trip, and this is not unusual. Most comedians or even people that just travel for a living a lot have their basically personal expense card and your business expenses. It helps you organize, do your taxes and whatnot. So I pull out my business card, which happens to be an American Express card. I put it on there, and I say, ready to pay the bill. So the server, just kind of very shortly, rudely, in my opinion, responds, Visa, MasterCard, cash.
No, she's a white lady. It sounds like.
No,
she's she.
She's
again.
She is a.
All the Hungarian listeners just got a real treat just then.
Yeah, she is a.
You just.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Can we translate what you just said?
Old pussy eyes. She's Asian. Yeah.
Okay. My dad taught you that.
Well, your dad did teach me that.
Okay, good.
So.
Wow.
She's not from around these parts, and says Visa, MasterCard, cash. And I go. She goes, which do you have?
Which is not.
Yeah, it's not
an appropriate answer. It's.
Yeah, you can. I think you can go. Oh, we don't take American Express.
Right. No.
But
what do
she
you
goes,
have?
what do you have? And I go, this is what I have. She goes, you don't have anything else? And at that moment, I go, it's kind of interesting that she asks that, because instead of reiterating that they don't take it,
right.
She says, you don't have anything else? So I take my chances and say, no, I don't have anything else. In other words, like, how are we going to resolve this? And she goes, okay. And she takes the card and she walks away. And I go, oh, I guess they do take it.
So you assume she's going to use the card.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
she took it.
She took it.
There you go.
She leaves with it.
Right.
And she comes back. Now, when she comes back, she puts it down and she goes really loudly so that the whole, section of the restaurant can hear. She goes, your card declined.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And at that point, I'm bothered for a number of reasons. A, I know that she's lying.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm 100% certain.
There's no way
she's
it's
lying.
declined.
And I'm actually going, I'm about to investigate. But the thing that really bothers me more is that her tactic to get the form of payment that she wants is that she's trying to humiliate me.
Right.
She's banking on my announcement that your payment has been declined is going to shame you into paying the way I want you to pay.
Instead of just being straightforward and from the beginning, like, I'm sorry, sir, we don't take American.
We don't take it.
Which you've heard probably many times
I've
before,
heard it before,
and then
of
you
course.
deal with it accordingly.
But she left with the card to run the card, right?
And so please.
So when she said your card was declined, I know for certain that she's lying. And just to make sure, I go, okay. I flip the card over. I go, I'm going to call the credit card. She's like, kind of didn't anticipate that would be an option. Walks away. Okay, walk away. I call the credit card company, American Express. Hey, what's up? I'm at a restaurant, and they just said that my card was declined. Was it declined? No. And I said, well, so what's happened? He goes, well, there's no attempt made to charge your card.
Wow.
And I said, okay. So now I'm pretty pissed about this,
So she lied.
She blatantly lied.
Wow.
So then I go, hey, I'm on the phone with the credit card company.
Yeah.
And the card wasn't declined. And she just goes, Visa, MasterCard, or cash. And I go, no.
Wait, that's what she says to you. But you call her out, you put her on blast.
Now, at this point, I'm standing at the front of the restaurant.
Jeez.
And it's getting, she's being loud, I'm being loud. I said, she goes, Visa, MasterCard, or cash? And I go, no, this is it. This is the only thing I have. I didn't bring anything else. You're going to have to run it. She goes, your card declined. I go, no, it wasn't. Then she takes the card again. She swipes it. She hits but she starts doing things like hitting different buttons within after she swipes. See, card declined. Card starts pointing to the monitor, and I go, look, she keeps saying, he goes, your card hasn't been, there's no attempt made to run your card. So your card hasn't been declined. And he goes, your card was just used to rent a car, which it was. It was just used in to check into the hotel, which it was.
And Amex, by the way, they're so good about that stuff.
He goes, your card has not been declined. I go, okay. So I said, you're going to have to run the card, or that's going to be it. And it starts to get, I could tell that she starts speaking in her Pussy Semid language to somebody and, starts talking some shit. And I go, no, I'm not going anywhere. You're going to have to run the card.
Yeah.
She starts being more like verbal. Like she goes, nah, Visa, MasterCard. I go, all right, I'm leaving. I go, I had a hat. I left at the table. I go to grab it, and she goes, ah! And she runs. She runs from the table back to the front. She goes, I call police. This is for the whole restaurant, by the way. The whole restaurant is seeing this.
Because you went back just for your hat.
Yeah. But I also
bailing.
I was implying that I was bailing.
Oh.
So like she got really scared, and then as she's running, she goes to pick up the phone. I go, we'll pay the bill, and she goes, okay. So I take the money, kind of, throw it on the counter. And I said, as I left, I go, I want you to know that you're a liar and you're a bad person.
Yeah.
Have someone translate that. And then I walked out.
Wow.
I just made up the end. But I did say you're a liar and a bad person. So anyways, I was really fucking pissed about her. And it wasn't about not accepting American Express. It was about the fact that I think she's a horrific human being.
She lied. It was like the whole ruse.
It was
right?
not just. It was the lie, but it was
why the ruse.
It was that the attempt to publicly shame someone.
Yeah, not cool.
I think I don't think there's any end to how much you should be shamed after that.
Yeah.
For trying to get your way through that method. I got back to the hotel. I put an Instagram post up later just saying this place was terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't even explain really why. I just said fuck that place.
Right.
And then, dude, it was amazing. The listeners of our show are...
You unleashed mommy power on the problem?
Yeah.
You got to be careful when you unleash mommy powers because they are strong.
It was artwork.
Yeah, it is. This is some of the... This is a modern art masterpiece. What has happened, I think this is like a happening, what they used to call in the 60s.
Yeah.
This is fucking art.
Yeah, I have to commend... I want
so great.
Our listeners to know that some of you are fucking... legit comedy writers.
Hilarious.
It was so funny. I really don't. I can tell you that if you had people that listened to this show that were, professional comedy writers, they couldn't do it funnier than what you did.
No, it was so
that
good.
Funny.
Yeah, these are pure fucking art, dude.
Here are some of them. This is moments after. It says, warning, this is not a poly-bi friendly establishment. My mommy also developed an Asian accent after we ate here. She can't stop speaking in broken English. Can someone explain this? I'd rather move to the Midwest, than eat here again. Mommy told me not to go, but my boy Tom and Mr. White folks was in town, saying some hoes and also making Kim Ann airtight and just right. My jeans were a little high, but not too tight. I had a rectum roll. And how do you say an asshole? Ching chong, ching chong.
That's so stupid.
Next thing I know, Mike Tyson comes in with Bruce, and everyone said, hey, Hitler. Next time I will go somewhere else, most likely on the Hundreds block. They don't even have any bikes, and they don't even know who Big Daddy Kane is. I mean, they tied in all the references.
And the best part of this is that people who don't know your mom's house are going to read this. Like, the average Yelper is going to be like, what the fuck happened in this restaurant? That's the best part.
Read that one.
Actually, a pretty good place. Definitely try the miso. It's hella salty. The garden salad was good, but the dressing was kind of wet, so get that on the side. The staff was nice. My server's name was Dicko. I thought that was inappropriate, as I was with a group of children. Overall, these particular Asians make a pretty good sushi. 1 star.
1 star. I don't know. I don't even know if that has anything to do with our show.
No, I think that's just...
Random,
I think someone's legit.
But it still made me laugh.
My server's name was Dicko.
This one here I read on stage, and it almost brought the house down.
Read it.
It said, "This place really makes my jeans low and loose. I was treated like a cum dog and called big words. The food tastes like the devil's driveway and made me brown a 6. You know what I'm saying? For reals, dough. I almost threw some sky punches like my boy Crazy Lokes and shit. In conclusion, this place seriously needs to heighten and tighten their jeans before my mommies and I ever consider making their sushi into brown ever again. P.S. If I had to choose between eating here again and being retarded, I would be retarded."
Good work, baby C.
That was
From Norcross, Georgia.
That was really funny.
I like the idea. He's like, I would never make your food into brown again. That is actually what you do when you go to a restaurant. You're like, I choose your place
to make my brown
to
from.
eat and make brown. That's so interesting. That's so deep, bro. I never thought of it that way.
Shout out to everyone out there doing their thing and stuff like that. I came here to get my sushi on fleek. I was very disappointed.
Hilarious.
I wore my cleanest denim and pulled them up over my retarded tits. The customer service was the worst. The fish smelled funny, but the waitress just said, "What? It's only smells. It's okay." Which was very confusing because it clearly was not only smells and was not okay. When I made it to my squatty potty, my, rectum, puked a straight 7. I had to go shit to showers for reals, dough. Next stop, brown talk. You know what I'm saying? I would have to be a lot more tarded than I already am to eat here again. 1 star.
So funny.
Yeah.
That was like, Kat, how many Your Mom's House references can you squeeze in? So good.
In 12 hours, this place had like 81 1-star reviews. Fully written reviews.
Hilarious.
That was not even mentioned. So look, I think they fully got what they deserved.
Yeah.
They've already, managed to get a bunch of the reviews removed.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm glad it caused, them to think about the way they treat their customers. We don't have to, I'm not asking you guys to bombard them more. That's why I've, attempted to not mention them again. But just know that, because people were asking me like, well, what happened? I told you what happened. I felt extremely justified in asking people to do that to them.
Well, and it's all in fun. I mean, look, if they're being removed, it's not going to harm them. And it's a silly way of getting back at a business that was shitty
that was shitty to me. So, but yeah, just so people go, I wouldn't just do that. I wouldn't for fun say, hey, go fuck up these people's reviews just for pure amusement or because like, oh, I didn't think the sushi was good. But when I feel like, somebody mistreats me or mistreats anyone,
of course.
then I don't think it's really, going far to ask for that.
No.